studio engineers, thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network, and welcome back to day 14 of this 30-day journey to better home studio mixes. This will be our last day talking about drums. Over the past 7 days, we've covered the drums in this mix, and today is going to be all about putting your finishing touches on your home recorded drum set, and we're specifically just going to go over the drum bus. Now, in case you missed it, here's a clip of the song that we've been covering.
These kings and queens, they all fall, headless back into
All right, so let's just take a listen to the drums by themselves. So I'll just solo the drum bus, which is where all of our drums eventually end up. Now, it's very important to note that you shouldn't be making huge changes on your drum bus. Your drums should already sound rock solid by the time they get there. So I hope you've watched the videos leading up to this, and I hope you've learned a lot. If you have any other questions on any of the actual mixing steps, just let me know. But these drums already sound great before they hit the drum bus. And what this bus is for is just for the finishing touches. Now, what I've done here is actually pretty simple. So the first plugin is Virtual Mix Rack, and the first plugin in here is just Trimmer, taking down some gain because I was hitting the bus a little hot. So one plugin that I always use on my drums here in this situation is the Virtual Mix Bus, which just instantly makes your drums sound a bit bigger. A virtual saturation plugin like this will actually beef up the low end of your kit. It will add a little bit of punch to your drums. So I'm just going to play the track and occasionally bring this in and out. So I'll start with it on. When I bypass it, I can just really tell how much weight is lost. And you don't have to be as timid as I was here. If you drive up the input, you can actually get some more cool sounding distortion out of this, and could even completely destroy the kit if you wanted. Pretty cool stuff, right? It actually sounds pretty neat when you really drive into this thing. Next, I have just a compressor, and with mix bus compression and drum bus compression, I'm very light-handed with this stuff. I don't like to overuse the compressor, especially on things like buses. So for a little extra control, we have the FG Gray, which is the slate version of the SSL bus compressor. This one has a few more options, like a mix knob and a high pass filter, but I'm not really using any of that. So for drums, I like to go with my attack at 10 milliseconds, and my release is the fastest it can go. And if we watch here, we really shouldn't be getting too much compression. and maybe a dB at the most here. And this is really just tucking in the snare and the kick a tiny bit, not much. And what I like about this is it kind of brings the cymbals forward as well. In my opinion, it's just giving the kit some extra balance, right? We want a balance between all the elements of our kit, and just a tiny bit of compression is going to do that. I hope this shows you that you don't need, 5, 6, 7 plugins on your drum bus to make your home recorded kit sound great. This is a great sounding kit. And because of all the mixing that was done on the way to the bus, we really didn't need that many plugins on the final drum bus itself. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you learned anything here, or if you like the video at all. Just helps me reach more engineers that might possibly need help, like yourself. So that's it for day 14. We're really done with drums now. And tomorrow we're going to start working our way through the bass and then eventually on through the rest of the mix. I hope to see you guys back. Happy mixing, guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.